Okay, YouTube. I want to get your opinion on something because, okay, let me just tell you what happened. I went to the nail shop with my mom, and then we were talking about how, well, it all started. I was supposed to be at work at 2:30 today, and get off at 5:30. So we got mad because they changed my schedule. They do it all the time. They say, "Oh, well, our computer is different," and blah blah blah. And then my mom's giving me all this grief. You need to find another job, cause I want my rent money and blah blah blah. And they bullshitting and they pissing me off and all this stuff, right? And I'm like, well, first of all, I want to go to school and apply for financial aid. Now, Um, so basically, I'm like, well, she was like, well, you need to be working. You gotta wait 3 months to get the money, and I'm like, the amount of money that I make in my job now, it's gonna take me 4 months to get the amount that I'm gonna get in 3 months, which. And besides that, and plus in 6 months, after another 3 months, I get more than that. So I'm trying to figure out what the problem is, and I'm like, if I go to school full time, because the reason why I can't do both is because the place where I work, their business hours, they're not open like during midnight or nothing like that. I can't do both if I'm going to school full time, and I want to go to school full time. And what she fails to understand is, if I go to school, I'll be making more money in the future than I am now. If I keep working for chump change now, I'm gonna be broke later. She doesn't understand that. She's like, "Oh, I'm preparing you for the real world." College prepares you for the real world, first of all, and the real world is not. I mean, in reality, um, you still have options in real life, and my option is to either work or go to school. I choose to go to school. And my mom, she got into an argument with this lady because the lady was taking my side. She was like, she right. She's only 18. You should let her go to school now. The attitude that my mom has, she's getting into it with this lady, and the lady just won't change her mind. She's like, well, she should go to school. She's right. If she don't go to school now, she's gonna be broke later. Because basically, what she supposed to understand is, because if you're like in your 40s now, it's not really hard for you to get a job without like a diploma or anything. And the reason why is because the era that you guys grew up in and the time frame that you guys were born, those are certain circumstances. But since I was born in 1991, times are different. You understand? We're just now finishing high school. We're starting college and stuff. So there's no excuse for us. It's more of a requirement now than it has been in the past. Like before, back in the days, we didn't need credits to graduate from high school. When I say we, I mean like people in the past. Also, you didn't have to pass a KC. A KC didn't even exist. The only thing that they took back then were placement tests, and not even all schools even provided placement tests. So we're in a different. This is the millennium now, and she doesn't understand that we need an education to actually go somewhere. I mean, unless you find you a job and you happy at, but you have to understand that. I mean, if as long as you get a job and you feel you don't need a diploma because you're getting by. I don't want to have a job where I'm getting by or barely getting by or making just enough. Okay, I want that fabulous shit. You understand? I'm trying to, live right. I want to be financially stable. You understand? And in order for me to make sure my future is bright, and in order for me to be satisfied with, you know, to be satisfied in life, I have to go to school. You understand? I will make more money going to school than the money that I'm making now. I'm making chump change. You understand? I can't live off of that. The money that I make now, you can't live off of. The money that I make now, you can barely afford one outfit at the mall with the money that I make. And she wants me to work. That means I gotta pay my cell phone bill, I gotta pay the rent, I gotta pay the light bill. Every time I need something, I gotta pay for it. It's like I gotta keep coming out my pocket, yet I'm not making enough money. Okay? So I'd rather be broke in school than broke working. Do you see the irony here? Because if I'm being broke in school, it pays off. If I'm being broke and I'm working, it's a dead end. You know what I'm saying? So tell me, what y'all think is better? Going to school or working? And by the way, that's like if you're like a teenager, Because let me tell you something else though. Okay. Now most of you have that cool mom, you can go to school and if you need something your parents will take care of it. I never had two parents. My mom, she makes way too much money for me to even apply for financial aid, but that's her money, not mine. You understand? And it's like other kids, they get to go to school and not have to worry about working until they get done with school. Some parents will say, I want you to go to school, you can work some other time. But no, not my mom. Not my mom. I've been working since I was 14 years old. That's all I know. You understand? And it doesn't make any sense. I'm not going to throw my life away because she wants her rent money. You know? Fuck all that shit. You got me fucked up. I'm 18 years old. I'm supposed to be going to school. I don't have to pay you rent. Now, if I was like 20 something years old, 30 years old, and I'm living with my mama, yeah, I'm going to pay rent. But, I mean, I plan on moving out before I'm even 20 years old. So why am I paying you rent? Now, I know y'all saying, oh, she 18, you're an adult, you're obligated. Notice that I said teenager. I'm going to school. Understand that. She's being selfish. And that's what it is.